Nathan Schieve, an associate and architect with Bray Architects. Here at Bray, we are committed to sustainability and realizing sustainability goals for all of our clients. We realize that in order to achieve some of the long-term goals, both globally and nationally, that sustainability will be part of every single project conversation moving forward. We also understand that not every single project can meet the gold standard of becoming net zero, and that all projects exist on a sustainability spectrum. Some tips to start thinking about sustainability and how to incorporate that into your own project kind of breaks down into 3 or 4 major categories. One is electrical usage, the opportunities to select really energy efficient LED interior and exterior light fixtures. Those fixtures themselves have come down considerably in cost over the past decade or so, and they are standard now across all of our Bray projects, and we would include those in our base specifications. Another opportunity is daylighting controls. So thinking about how much energy is supplied to individual fixtures, how much light those fixtures are producing. Can we dial down those fixtures in relation to the daylight that is coming into the building itself? So what fixtures are located closer to or further away from exterior windows, skylights, other opportunities to get natural light inside of our spaces as well. The opportunity for more electricity to be used in lieu of natural gas will be a key component in many of the sustainable long-term goals, because inherently, as our electrical grid becomes more green, as more utilities embrace solar, wind, and other sustainable electricity generation on a utility scale, that will allow individual building users to be more green in the electricity that they use as well. Another big sustainability opportunity is on-site energy generation. So in Wisconsin, that is usually achieved through solar panels. Those can be located in a handful of different locations as part of a project, right? Either roof-mounted, wall-mounted, or ground-mounted. The opportunity to realize both state, national, and even local incentives related to solar panels brings those costs down even further. So the opportunity, even if a project isn't able to achieve full energy offset by what they're generating on site, the ability for a project to utilize as much on-site generation as possible. Being mindful that that comes along with a handful of other considerations as well, specifically from the architectural and structural considerations. The roof area or the area in general avoids as much shade as possible across the day. Being mindful that structure is planned appropriately, if that's wall structure, roof structure, or otherwise, if those panels are attached to a building itself. Something that is much more difficult to retrofit in the future. So if those master plan conversations or that master plan dialogue can happen early in a design process, that allows the design team to respond in the most efficient and most holistic way that they can. Another key pillar of sustainable building systems is the HVAC, or heating and cooling system. Geothermal is definitely one of the most sustainable options. Here at Bray, we have installed over 3 million total square feet of geothermal heating and cooling throughout our recent projects. Opportunities exist for renovations and additions, not only new construction related to geothermal. Even if you can't, again, kind of starting small, even if you can't commit to a full geothermal heating and cooling system at the outset of a project, being mindful of how that might be retrofitted. One really critical piece of any project is to identify the team that will be working on it. And for highly sustainable projects, that includes not only owners, architects, and contractors, but also the local utility company. So starting that conversation early, understanding what opportunities might exist for partnerships between local utilities and building owners, specifically related to on-site energy generation and any buyback or selling back energy to the grid. Having those conversations early and having a clear understanding there is an important piece to realize those sustainability building systems. Yeah, sustainability definitely doesn't end with a ribbon cutting and a grand opening. I think other really interesting opportunities building on that would be using the building as a teaching tool. So highlighting sustainable building features throughout a project, just so end users can really understand how the building is working for them. I think utilizing some or all of these pillars definitely allows a project to achieve the sustainability goals that an owner has identified.